Hello and welcome. Today we're going to go over how to edit photos in Lightroom for iOS in an effort to highlight the thread art and all the hard work that goes into a build. On top of that, I know some people are struggling to find a good way to take pictures, and this is a low-cost solution. Most of us have a phone in our pocket, so the barrier to entry is relatively low. All you need is a dark room. You're going to need a black background, such as a sheet, a tripod for your iPhone, and a light bulb with a temperature of 5600 Kelvin or thereabouts, and something just to put it in to help prop it up. Here's something I got at Home Depot in this, and I'll link everything in the description. Once you've taken your pictures in the Lightroom app, you can go ahead and start editing them. And the first thing I want to do is I'll start with my lens corrections and chromatic aberrations, and those are just advanced features to help make your photos look better to the profile of the lens on your phone. The next thing we're going to do is crop in the area we want to highlight, and it's a twofold benefit. One, we're zooming in on a single area in the photo, and two, once we start doing color corrections, it really helps when you're zoomed in to kind of see how those are affecting the photo and the end result you're going to get. So now you see here we have our rod. It's all cropped in the right format for this picture. I'm going to go and take the temperature down to 5600K, which is what our eyes saw as we took the photo with the lighting in the room there. Since all the lights were off in the room and only the 5600 Kelvin light bulb was on, this gives us the best balance of color and temperature of the bulb there. After we do that, we're going to go ahead and start doing some corrections within the exposure settings. And we're going to take this down what's called a quarter to a half step. Basically 0.25 to 0.40 in the negative direction will help kind of drop and soften the photo a little bit. Once we bump our contrast up to something that we like, it helps separate our colors so that when we edit them and kind of push the boundaries of them, they really look nice and pretty. Once you settle in on where you want your contrast, you're going to drop your highlights down a little bit, which will bring out the soft tones. This rod is a very soft blue and white. We can bump the shadows, and that'll help bring out some of the blacks and some of the small highlights on things. And then it's time to bump the whites just a little bit and then drop the blacks way out. And what that's going to do is make our background completely disappear and make our rod really be the highlight of the photo. As you do this, you'll see that you kind of have to go back in and adjust some settings as you work to get something that's very pleasing to your eye. You can hold down the screen and you can see where you started and where you are in your edit. Now we're going to go back and take a look at the vibrance and saturation and kind of get it where we want it. You can push it as far as you want. Some people love blown out colors and some people want very muted tones, and it's very much up to you. Since we took some photos in a series in the same room at the same lighting, we're able to copy these settings that we had and paste them to all the photos that we took at the same time. It will save you a lot of time when you're editing, because then you only have to adjust one setting here, one setting there, crop there, and you're pretty much done with the photo for the most part. So as you can see, we copied our settings to our clipboard, and we're going to go to our next photo, and we're simply just going to paste them. Here we have a photo of a guide, and we're going to do a quick paste, and for the most part, we'll be done after that. You can go in and further detail each photo, but you get the idea of what we're trying to accomplish here. And that's pretty much it. It's a very simple workflow in Lightroom. I'll put the settings and how I work down in the description, as well as the products I used. But here are some examples of some basic stuff you can do on the Lightroom app to make your photos really look nicer. And the end goal is just to make everyone have better pictures, to highlight the hard work that everybody puts into their builds. I'm going to do another module with the DSLR or a camera-oriented module in Lightroom, and that'll be a little bit more advanced, but it's the same principles and the same workflow. Thanks for watching. Good luck, everybody.